Since this venerable stadium was erected in the Pennsylvania Hills, it has been the home to toughness, to passion, to winning. Welcome to Happy Valley and Beaver Stadium, home to the Penn State Nittany Lions. This game today could be an inflection point for both of these teams, as each hoping to use it as a springboard to get into the top 25. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on a team from the Big 10, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Cyclones will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. From the shotgun, the inside give. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Both these teams have had some good moments this year, and they'd love nothing better than to improve their bowl positioning, build a little momentum by getting a win in this one.
You're just trying to punctuate the season, right? How big would it be for one of these two programs to finish the year as a ranked team? It would help them so much in the offseason with recruiting and really help their confidence looking ahead to next year, David.
And confidence and momentum and just learning how to win. A part of that is a part of the process of being great in the future. And this team, learning how to win, finding ways to get it done. It's only going to build momentum, and hopefully you can carry that over to next season.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. The offense changing the play. Looking to pass. It's Allard. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic. It's picked off.
This is a team that believes they're way better than what their record indicates. I know they've got a losing record coming into this one, but they felt like they could make some plays early in this one and show the rest of the country just how good they are. Phenomenal job on defense. On the opening drive, getting the pick, and now setting the offense up here early with great field position.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Oh, they're after him. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12 wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
That's reeled in. It's Hansen. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on third down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
The Cyclones with the 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
Ooh, And that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Makes the grab. He's got a first down. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Iowa State. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. Oh, man, what a shot that quarterback took.
You definitely don't want to take many of those shots. I know the result was really good, but you don't want to get rocked and socked, and you definitely don't want your head to go.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stops. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Aller. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
This offense looking at a third down after that last completion. Quarterback may change this route. Takes it from the gun on third down. Looking to buy time. Gets rid of it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And after the punt, that's where they'll mark it, just outside the 30-yard line. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Dropping back, it's Beck. This time he's got it. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Beck saved his best for last in 2024. 4 touchdowns to seal a classic Pop-Tart Bowl win. Unfrosted, still better. This year he's going to have to get used to some new receivers, and they're going to need some guys to step up, David.
Unfrosted, absolutely not better first. That was blasphemous. You should never get away with that again. But Rocco Beck, he had a great, solid season. Came up in the clutch when they really needed him down the stretch of games. Another year in the system. Interested to see what the Cyclones can do now.
Got a man. It's Townsend. Pulled down for the tackle. And the Cyclones want to crank the tempo. The corners are walked up tight. Grabbed behind the line. It's Sauer. It's a seam wide open. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
The Cyclones are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Hansen. There he goes. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Virginia is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Sam Houston. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That's caught. It's Dinkins. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Catch in the middle, it's Ross. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Rides the back on the option, the give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Dropping back, it's Allard. Got his man on the right. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge... Take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Wants to fire on second down. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. With the catch, it's Singleton. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Aller. Flushed out of the pocket. He's got him this time. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And he makes the extra point. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fair catch, called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Makes the catch. It's Hansen. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
These old top again. Pocket breaking down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high-percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, for the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
And the Cyclones with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Right back to it. Oh, he's got some space. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
The Cyclones kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw, it's Beck. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
This crowd knows when to bring it. On third down, going up top. And it'll be caught on the right sideline, but the officials saying he was just out of bounds on the right side. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Quarterback making checks. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, offense is penalized. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And the sack all the way back at the 5. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield, it's Allard. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Hansen. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Rush is on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And the Cyclones will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Handoff from the gun. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick release by the QB. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
He wants to change this route. Scanning the field, it's Aller. Under fire. He fires a bullet to the right. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and short kick. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pressure coming. He's got the tight end. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. The give. Shakes off the defender. The stiff arm, and now he's got room. Oh, look out on the right. Touchdown, Iowa State. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. They're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Looking for a man. It's Aller. Release to the back. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Cyclones. No mid-season. Concentration laps here in week 7 as they push out that lead. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Gets the back moving. They'll start this drive with a pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Singleton. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Looking to throw again. The sweet feet buy a little time. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally not down.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's loose. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking them.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Now on second down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. So the final period starts with a second down play.
29 Philly, 2-9.
Leaves it with the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
After the productive first down play, it's second and 6. Off the RPO, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You don't have to make things complicated. You see zone, you throw the hitch, you pick up some positive yardage.
Yes, Reese, that's easy when my guy's really fast and quick. Those guys in the slot, get it to them after the catch is their specialty, can make some magic happen.
Grab behind the line. It's Hansen. The Cyclones pick up the first down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Offense picking up steam. First and 10 from the 31. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
And the Cyclones come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Fires to the wideout. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. The short hands, it's Singleton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Another incompletion on third down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Ready, set.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Fighting off the defender.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got his man. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Now facing a third and long. Using his legs, it's Hansen. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. big situations arise in games, they're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.